All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great. Did I say great Wednesday, man? Wednesday is Hump Day. Um, want to talk about something, man. I'm really a big fan of Nick Nurse, the coach, for the Toronto Raptors. I was pounding on the desk. The year they won the championship, thought he should have been coach of the year. I've also criticized his rotations. But I got a question, man. Is Nick Nurse being treated unfairly? Because I was reading this article and I see someone put it up. You know, Nick Nurse is going out every night and saying, we're going to play basketball the right way. You know, he came out, he was vehemently speaking there, not tanking. Ain't no tanking. We're going for it. We're going for the W, going for the win every night. We're going to play hard. And he's putting that into his players. But let me say this. It's been reported that up until game time, he don't even know who's playing. Now, I get it, man. But for one, the reason why that's alarming is because as a coach, how do you prepare for that? Excuse me. How do you prepare for that? Now, I don't know if like, and who makes that? That sounds like a coach's decision. All right, you know, this person playing this, but if he don't know who's, and I don't know if the article meant that, you know, he don't know who he's going to start and who he's going to rest up until game time, or if it's coming down from the top that, hey, so and so ain't gonna play tonight, so just go. You know what I'm saying? If it's the organization saying, hey, this person, blah, 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 ain't gonna play tonight, that's a problem. Because to me, that means that the Raptors is a disconnect somewhere. Like, your coach should know who he's gonna play night in and night out. Like, in my opinion, right? Like, I could be looking at this wrong. But I'm just curious, you know, because one thing about tanking, man, is it take the shine off certain things, in my opinion, right? Like, it takes the shine off of great coaching. Because if you got a great coach that been instructed that, hey, we're gonna tank for a draft pick, all of a sudden that coach becomes, oh, okay, well, they tanking right now, so he becomes off the radar. Also, it puts the coach in a, okay, we all can sit here and pretend that we don't care about win, like we don't care about stats and all that matters is winning. But a coach's win-loss record counts on their resume. When you look, like, say Nick Nurse team, when Nick Nurse tenure is over with the Raptors, he go to another team. What's the very first thing they're gonna look at? Win-loss record. So when they see certain numbers and they're going, wow, you had a bad stretch here, they're not gonna go, oh, yeah, y'all were tanking on that, so that don't count. Blah. No, they're just gonna look at win and loss record. It's so many reasons why I'm doing this video about Nick Nurse, because I do feel like, you know, it's kind of hard to say we're gonna do everything the right way and try to instill something and coach a certain philosophy. When on the other hand, the organization like, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. And this, to me, let's be honest, the Raptors is one of the best organizations in the NBA. Hands down, they're ran properly. This year has just been so odd. This could be maybe the oddest year. Not saying the worst year, not saying the best year, whatever, but one of the oddest years in NBA history, and for the Raptors, in Raptors history, let me say it that way. Because you come into this year and you're like, I know what we're gonna get from the Raptors. That's how I came into the. I was like, we're gonna get good. We're gonna get hard play, good defense, and 48 minutes of Raptor basketball. Well, that's not what we've been getting this year. Again, someone had pointed out, and I have pointed out multiple times. Yeah, absolutely. The not being home is hard, man. It's hard for a whole NBA season not to just be in a familiar territory. Sometimes you need the ability to just sit on your couch that you bought, that you put there, that's your couch that you were like, I'm gonna go get this one from here. This is it. And just sit down. You need that sometime. You definitely need that sometime. But when you can't get that, all of a sudden it becomes so big. And I don't know if Raptors players sometimes are starting to have like that mental lapse, like that mental block. I want to say lapse, mental block, where it's just like, yo, can I just go home and get some good home cooking in the kitchen in the house that I paid for? Can I just get that? You know, so that could have played a part in this season. It was definitely unorthodox. Also, I think that Masai Ujiri not making a decision is a dark cloud over the organization. Because I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it right now. If Masai Ujiri leave the Raptors this offseason, I'm going to lose some respect for him. And I'm going to talk about that in another video. But I don't think he can do it. You can't tear it down and leave. Like, you got to tear this down to build it back up. You can't tank to leave. You got to be tanking to go forward and do something bigger, do something greater. So that's my thought on that. But overall, man, I'm starting to worry about Nick Nurse, right? I'm a fan, right? I'm not saying there should be a coaching change. I haven't said that all year. I do think he's stubborn with his rotation sometimes, and sometimes I feel like he don't like adjust mid game personnel wise, right? Like, for example, in the playoffs when I was like, yo, they need Ibaka right now. Ibaka is on fire. They need him playing, and he was just sitting him. And I was like, come on, man, I know you got to plan, but you got to adjust that. So that's probably my only criticism of him. But for him to have to go into a game and not even know who's playing, I'm just questioning that, because I'm like, that isn't the coach's job to say who's playing and who's not. That's the coach's job. So who's taking that from him if he can't do that? And it also makes it hard. It's all gonna make it hard for a person to instill certain mentalities and certain ethics into their players, because how can I tell you we're gonna play the right way every night? We're gonna do the right thing every night, knowing as a player, I'm knowing whatever this coach said don't matter because we're tanking anyway. If you can't say we're gonna play the right way on one hand and then say we're tanking on the other one and then say follow my lead, we're gonna do it. It's starting to mix all up. You know, the Raptors got a game tonight against the Nets, so we'll see how that plays out. But I will say, man, it's got to be some changes, because for one, that should never happen. Your coach should not be going into a game not even knowing who's available or who they're going to allow to play. So we'll see how this pans out, man. You know, keep it locked right here, because I'm definitely going to keep bringing it to you. But this was just on my mind, man. Is Nick Nurse kind of getting a raw deal in this, or is there something bigger going on? Please let me know down in the comments below. With that being said, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be great.